How can music educators navigate the complexities of teaching online group classes across different countries? And we want to teach effectively and overcome the challenges and setting a strong foundation for global music teaching success. So, welcome to Ultimate Music Teachers Talk. I'm your host, Glory St. Germain, and today I have a very special guest joining us. Please welcome international best-selling author and UMTC elite educator, Liana Menick. Now, she's an expert in teaching music theory groups, both online and in person. So welcome, Liana.
Thank you, Glory. It's a pleasure to be here and to share some valuable tips with our fellow music teachers.
Absolutely. We're thrilled to have you, Liana. So let's dive right in. Now, teaching music theory, and of course, I'm the queen of the Ultimate Music Theory program. Haha. So teaching music theory is a real passion for me, and teaching groups online and in person can present unique challenges, as we all know, and especially when you're dealing with students in different countries, right? So, and time zones. So what are your top 3 tips for overcoming these challenges?
I'd love to, Glory. My first tip is to establish clear lines of communication. When teaching in different countries, it's essential to leverage technology. Make good use of video conferencing tools like Zoom, Skype, or Musi to connect with your students. Create a shared online space where you can post resources, assignments, and engage in discussions. Encourage students to ask questions and provide timely feedback.
Absolutely, Liana. And I always love your point of asking, what did you learn today? And you're so engaging as a music educator, and clear communication really is the key. So let's go for your tip number 2.
My second tip is to streamline scheduling and payments. Use scheduling tools like Calendly to help manage your teaching schedule efficiently. These tools allow students to select available time slots that work for them, reducing scheduling conflicts. Additionally, consider utilizing secure payment platforms such as PayPal or Stripe to simplify the payment process, especially when dealing with students from different countries.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great advice, Liana. And I think too, you obviously have had massive success in teaching on the international scale. And I always say, when we see someone doing something so successfully and living the freedom lifestyle, we better pay attention when they're sharing their tips. So what's your third and final tip for us today, Liana?
My third tip is to create a supportive online community. Building a sense of belonging really is important, and it connects the students. Very crucial when teaching online. Foster an environment where students can collaborate, learn from each other, and celebrate their progress together. Encourage group discussions, organize virtual recitals, or even create a dedicated online forum for students to interact and share their musical journeys.
Yeah, and these are fantastic tips, Liana, because even as you're giving these tips for music students, for teachers to use with their students, but they also apply to us as music educators. And inside our Ultimate Music Theory program, our certification course and our membership, of course, we have members from all around the world. We're in 37 countries now. So we can really know that we can apply these tips to our own teaching business when we're teaching online, as well as in our own teaching communities with other teachers. So fantastic tips. Now, before we wrap up, can you share one action step that maybe teachers can implement right away?
Absolutely, Glory. One action step that teachers could take right now is to set up a shared online platform for their music theory groups. This can be a private Facebook group, a dedicated section on their website, or even a platform like Google Classroom.
Yeah.
By creating the shared space, teachers can easily share resources, communicate with their students, and foster a sense of community.
Yeah. And that's a very practical and actionable step, Leanna. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, one thing that I'm really curious about is, do you have any funny story? I'm all about the funny. You know, they always say funny is money. And so let's share some funny stories. Have you got any funny teaching experiences that you'd like to share with us?
Oh, definitely. Excuse me. I once had a student who was so engrossed in explaining a musical concept during a lesson that he accidentally he's knocked over a glass of water, spilling it all over the table. We were all shocked for a moment, but we quickly turned it into a funny moment, laughing together and taking it as a reminder to always keep water in a non-spillable container during lessons.
Yes.
Soon after that, I asked that student to learn Simon Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Waters.
That, and he must have laughed at that, going, yes, there is a bridge over troubled waters when the water's all over my studio and things like that. And I know as music educators, we're always like, don't put a glass of water on the piano. And also, you know, it's a good idea. I mean, I always like it when students, you know, either bring a bottle of water to class if I'm teaching in person, but just to know that, you know, things are okay. We can overcome these obstacles and let's have fun. So that's a great story, Leanna. You know, those unexpected moments that make teaching so memorable. So thanks for sharing that with us. Well, that wraps up our discussion for today, Leanna, and thanks for being an incredible guest and sharing your expertise. And I'm so grateful that you're here.
Thank you, Glory. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to be here.
Yes, absolutely. Now, don't forget, music teachers, implement that action step that Leanna shared with us today. And now, if you want to take your music teaching business to the next level, I have a very special invitation for you. And that is our upcoming 3-day live event at musicbusinessmastery.live. Now, Leanna will be there. She's going to be one of our guest speakers, along with other industry experts to help you take your music teaching business to new heights. It's a transformative experience where you're going to learn about mindset, strategies, and tools to excel in your music teaching career. So make sure to visit musicbusinessmastery.live to secure your spot today. And I want to thank you for tuning in to Ultimate Music Teachers Talk. Thank you so much, Leanna, for being here with me. Until next time, teach with passion. Bye now.